currently at Mendenhall Glacier in Juneau. Today is my second time here, and I'm doing the Trail of Time hike. So I visited Juneau a total of 10 times. We combined that day with our trip to Orca Point Lodge, our company's little cabin on Colt Island that we had our nice crab and prime rib dinner. Anyhow, I loved Mendenhall Glacier. I did every trail there. So that day I was doing the Trail of Time. I also did the West Glacier Trail, the Mendenhall Glacier Viewing Trail, the Forest Ecology Trail, and then there's a trail to the big waterfall, Nugget Falls, and I did that trail as well. Also, I went to the Alaska State Museum. This had been newly renovated in 2016. They have really, really amazing exhibits. Going there 10 times, I kind of got to see some new highlights every time I went because there's so much there to see. Again, a lot of the really beautiful native carvings, whether canoes or totems, or the basket weavings, or the really unique and warm clothes they have, as you know, they hunted in the wintertime in northern Alaska. So I really, really enjoyed the Alaska State Museum. Another thing I got to see was so cool. As I was walking around, I ran into another YouTube couple. So they have a channel called Roll with Cole and Charisma. Currently, they're at 736,000 subscribers, and they have a lot of videos with 7 million, 6 million, 4 million views. So that was really cool to see them on the street. I didn't really talk to them, but I could spot them because I recognized them. I also visited the Alaska State Capitol. I've always really enjoyed going to Capitol building, so I was excited that our boat stopped in Juneau, the capital of Alaska, and I was able to go into the Capitol building and see all the different legislative offices and where the representatives work. So a little bit about the Capitol building itself. Ground was broken September 18th, 1929, and the Capitol was finished and completed February 2nd, 1931. So there are 728,000 residents of Alaska, and this is the building where all the laws are passed and public policy is set for those residents, including legislation on the Alaska Permanent Fund. So I walked into one of these rooms with these large checks, and they were checks that were to the Alaskan residents to share in a portion of the state's mineral revenue. And I was like, oh wow, I wish I could be a part of that. Anyhow, I also visited the Alaska Governor's Mansion, which is just a few blocks away from the Capitol building. Another thing I did when I visited Juneau was hike. There are a lot of great hikes in Juneau, and I actually wish I got to spend a lot more time there because they were so beautiful, and I only got to do a few off of my list. So some of my favorites were the I think it was called Golden Creek Flume Trail, and then also the Dan Moeller Trail were two of my favorites. I also did. Hi vlog. Today I am in Juneau, and I am on the Mount Roberts Trail, hiking up to the top of the mountain. Woo! So of course you could take the Mount Roberts tram up to the top, but I hiked, and it was about 3 miles, 1,700 feet in elevation gain to get to that tram platform. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to get fully to the top of the mountain. I just got to where the tram takes you, but you can actually go up another 2,800 feet to the top of the mountain. But in total, it was 6 miles round trip, and it was fairly steep. And the day I did it, it was quite muddy, so it was a pretty good hike. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please remember to subscribe, watch my other videos. I have a lot more videos coming about Alaska, so turn on your notifications so you know when I post them, and I will see you next time. Bye!